Hey guys, we're going to talk about quartiles today. So I'm going to try to finish 3.3 in this video. So we talked about percentiles before. Now we're talking about quartiles, and that means that we're just going to divide the data into 4 equal parts. Q1 is the first quartile, and that means 25% or less of your data is there. Second quartile is 50% or less of your data. The second quartile is also called the median. So you know if you break your data into 2 equal parts that the median has the lower part with 50% below it and 50% above it. Q3 is the third quartile, and that's 75% of the data or less. All right. So there's a couple of different methods for finding the quartiles. So let's go into it using this data set. There's 135 pieces of data in this data set, and it is highway gas mileage for various vehicles. And it has the smallest being 12.1 all the way to 35.9. The percentile method, so what you're going to do is you're going to look for the 25th percentile. So location equals the sample size times the percentile over 100. So if you put in the 135 as your N, the 25 representing the 25 percentile over 100, you get 33.75. And remember, you have to round up, so that becomes 34th place. So you go look for the 34th place and you find 19.8. Because remember, L just means location. It doesn't mean the actual value. So the second quartile, you do the same formula, except the 25 now becomes 50. And you get 67.5, which means then you go round up to 68 and go look what's the 68th value, which is 23.6. The third quartile is 75th percentile. So all you do is N, again, which is the number of values in our data set, times 75 over 100 gives you 101.25. You're going to round up to 102, which gives you in the 102 place position is 25.3. Now, there's the approximation method, and that's where you divide the data into half. And if it's an odd number of data values, the median is the number in the middle. So for this one, because we have an odd number of values, the mean is in the 68th position, which is 23.6. So that also means that the second quartile is 23.6 because the median is the second quartile. Okay, so what you do then is because you have an odd number of data in this data set, you don't include that median or that Q2. You just take the first position to the 67th position, and you look for the middle value in that, which happens to be the 34th position, so it's 19.8. The third quartile, you take 69 and above to the 135th position, and it's the value in the middle, and it's 102. And that value is 25.3. So the third quartile of this value is 25.3. Or you can use your TI-83. And if you go into your TI-83, you're going to go Stat, Edit, and you're going to put all your data in there, which I really wouldn't do it for a data set this big. Then you're going to hit Stat again, go over to Calc, hit Enter, and Enter. And if you go towards the bottom of it, you'll see N is 135, min X is 12.1. That means your minimum value. Q1 is 19.8, your median is 23.6, Q3 is 25.3, and your maximum value is 35.9. This is called the 5-number summary. Okay? So let's do a quartile just for this one. Okay? So we're going to do the falling speed of motorist obtained by the highway patrol officer on duty. Determine the quartile for each data set. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. I have 14 data values. So using the percentile method, I would do the percentile method, just solve for it. But using the approximation method, since I have 14 values, I'm going to divide my data set in half, between 70 and 71 and divide by 2 and I get 70.5. Because I did create that number, then what I need to do is I need to include my 70 in my lower quartile. So if I do that, I have 60, 62, 63, 65, 65, 67, and 70 to choose from. So what I do is I look for the middle value of that range, and I'm going to highlight this range. Let me do it in, let's see if it'll do it. I'm going to do it in italics, okay? So the value that I want for that, this is the middle value, okay, is 65. So Q1 is 65. So let me take to find my Q3, I'm going to take this data set up here, the underlying data set. And the number in the middle there is 78. Okay? So let's talk about the 5-number summary. So we already talked about the first quartile, the second quartile, and the third quartile. All you're doing is adding the minimum value and the maximum value to it. So let's do an example. If you put this into your calculator, so you go to Stat, Edit, and then put 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5. And just go ahead and put all the data like it is. Then you go to Stat again, arrow over to Calculate, hit Enter and Enter again. What you're going to find out is your minimum value is 1. Your first quartile is 2.5. Your median is 4. Your Q3 is 8.5, and your max value is 9. So whenever you can, use the calculator, okay? Use the calculator. It will make your life so much easier. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. So interquartile range is the range that describes 50% of the data. So the IQR is Q3 minus Q1. Okay? And I'm going to end here for quartiles because that's a great place to stop, and then we'll come back and do box plots.